I've done none of my social media stuff. Hello, Brassy. Thank you for going the first. Hope you're doing okay. Hang on.
Hi, gay.
Not that. Yeah, no, my sister and her partner just got back from the beach, so I was just like, oh yeah, checking in with them. Oh no, I think they went. Oh, sorry, bash the microphone. They went like somewhere. It's like some sort of like local gardens for a bit. Hang on. Yeah, I'm hoping to be the last. Just chilling for your birthday. Oh, happy aging day. Why are you here? Why aren't you doing something fun? Why don't you do something more fun instead of like being here with old sad Jepsen? Yeah, bear with for like 2 minutes while I do my social media posting like all at once. Yeah, I have a single Kit Kat today because I've eaten all my Kit Kats. So. Because I had a very long D&D session last night and I have no energy. Okay, I feel that. Like today might be a little bit shorter because I've scrubbed around the kitchen. I've sorted laundry like twice today. I had a little bit of a tidy up around the kitchen or like around the living room as well. I finished the kitchen. See, I am. Today's one of those days, like when the ADHD social battery, or like when the ADHD battery is like turned up to max, and you were just like, oh, well, I feel productive today. Like I think I can get things done today. It's one of those days. Love how I'm just like talking about like Dark Souls 2, but my little kind of reaction gif today is a Pikmin. Because I just saw a gif of a white Pikmin and I was like, okay, no, we'll go with that. Friends coming over later with food and drinks. Oh hell yeah. Can you send me some? Yes, send me some food. Or some Reese's Pieces, because God, I really want Reese's Pieces. I don't even know if you can still get them in the UK, because I know you can get the peanut butter cups, but I guess maybe the pieces aren't as popular. And let me just go over to it. Yeah, I guess the pieces just aren't as popular, or I know there might be like an M&M that's a peanut butter one, but I kind of just want the peanut butter in like a little shell. Like I don't want like a chocolate peanut butter. I just want the peanut butter. Allergic to nuts and almonds and peanuts contributors. Yeah, no, I remember you mentioning that you have a nut allergy. Ooh. Oh yeah, GIFs don't work on Blue Sky, do they? Shit. Well, half of my reaction images are GIFs. How old are you now, Barassi? Remind me. Okay, that was share. Just buy a jar of peanut butter. I want the like I'm very much I've talked about this before. I'm very much a textures person. I want the texture of the shell in contrast to the I'm turning my phone this way just in case. Yeah, I want the contrast of like the shell to the peanut butter. So just like eating a jar of peanut butter doesn't do it for me. Which you can really see, like I have like a scar on my lip. You can just about see it. Hang on. Go into this one. It's a blank screen, I forgot. Yeah, like you can just about see a scar on my lip. We're talking about Reese's Pieces, and then I've got a scar on my lip. You can kind of see like here. From where I remember like when I had braces, because I had braces twice, I had like one that was like an actual retainer. Like, you know, the one where you like slide it out, or like, you know, you take it out to eat, and you like pop it back in. Now 2 years away from officially becoming an old man. I'm 30, remember? So what does it say about me? Yeah, the first one I had was a retainer, and the second one I had was like the actual like tracks. And I think like my lips would just get caught on the tracks. It was mainly for like my front teeth, because yeah, they weren't in line. Like one of my top teeth, one of my top right front teeth was like in front of my bottom teeth, and one was like, hang on, yeah, one was like in front, one was like behind. So they were having to like align them kind of together. Um, yeah, align them together. Okay, well you. Oh, hang on, no, I have a Dark Souls image. No, that's not the one. Yeah, yes, Baron. Thank you for reminding me I'm an old man. I had a bacon cheeseville sausage, and then when I bit into it, I sprayed hot cheese into the corner of my lips. Did it scar, or did it just hurt? Had to burn there for 5 days. Ugh. Clinging to the last days of your youth. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, how have you done anything interesting, Barassi? Because as most people in chat know, I've undergone trauma. Yay! Like, yay, trauma. I'm doing my social media posting. But I can't like type and read at the same time, because otherwise, like my brain can't do both those at once. Finding myself a job that is barely paying my bills. At least it's something. At least it's something. And thank you for the hug, Zemke. Like ugh, appreciate it. Like, you know, it's getting slightly easier. It's been a month since you know what happened. Or like, you know, it'll be a month and like 3 days since you know what happened. So when I call my mother and she tries to send me a photo, I'm like, no, absolutely not. It's like I saw a flipping grinder screenshot earlier today. It was just like, oh yeah, do you want like video call? I was like, absolutely not. No, no. Like I don't even really like talking to people I consider friends half the time. Like if somebody's just like, there's like a very small like subsection of people that I'm just like, if they ask like, oh hey, do you want to like talk over voice chat? I'll be like, yeah, sure. Otherwise, the majority of the people, I'm just like, no, no, do not do that. I am. I don't know. It's like kind of one of those weird things. Like sometimes I'm okay in like a, you know, in a group, or like in like a group kind of chat, but even then, like a lot of the time, you both are free, and I very much appreciate you for that, because I talking to people, like it's like I've talked, I think I've talked about this before. I'm like so much okay. Like I feel like so much better being in a position like this where I'm just like, I am talking to a camera. You're obviously like replying to me via text, but I'm not having to like have a one-on-one conversation with people. Like I'll talk to Charlie, I'll talk to Lee, or like I'll talk to Cop. Also, born in the mid-90s, I'm terrified of course. Yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, like I don't like talking to people. It gives me anxiety. Controller, I would like the controller to work. Hang on, I might have left it for like too long, and now the controller's just like, no. Last month my father tripped, broke his nose and his left cheekbone, as well as cracked 3 ribs. Hopefully he's alright. Hopefully he's okay. Okay, I'm nearly done. But something awfully due to blood that has lost about a liter of blood, but he's still somehow alive. I think in the nicest way I can think about. Can we maybe not talk about parent stuff right now? I'll DM you to say why, because I know you don't follow me like anywhere else. And I'm trying not to think about it. But yeah, something happened last month that's not great. And I don't really want to kind of like be a part of a conversation talking about like, oh, this happened to X person, and have for me to be like, oh, yeah, I will just DM you super quickly just to TLDR what happened. Considering I think we haven't had, like, according to Discord, we haven't had a conversation in like 2 months. What was the last thing you sent me? Super Mario 64 meme. I don't think I've ever played 64.
It's giving.
I played 64 DS because that was my first. That was like one of. I think it was the launch title for the DS. Hang on, nearly there. Sharing music contrast with it. Yeah, like a streamer I know, whenever they play like Souls games, they do jazz Souls, so they just have like smooth jazz just playing in the background. Yeah, they just have like smooth jazz playing in the background. I'm just like, that seems fun, that seems cool, but I'm not really a jazz person. Yeah, I'm not really one for like smooth jazz and jazz music. So, yeah, like I'm just like, let me just go for the olden sorts of music. But we'll probably like cut the music now that we're actually into the game. The weirdest thing I found out this weekend is that my sister somehow now owns like 60 chairs and started a business renting them out to weddings. Well, I mean, if you end up, you know, when life gives you lemons, rent them out, I guess. Oh, and my D&D monk is about to run with a weapon made from male dragon dick. Okay, well, I mean, work, I guess. Okay, now we have to remember, where do we go? Because what bosses did we beat last week? Okay, yeah, the guardian dragon. So, oh yeah, we're in the dragon area. That's it. Yeah, because we did. What would Jerry Seinfeld say? I don't think I know who Jerry Seinfeld is off the top of my head, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I can't like picture him for context in my brain. Yeah, so what can we do today? I think the goal is get through the dragon area. Try and beat the game because there's like 3 bosses left. Yeah, because the ancient dragon is optional. But yeah, I also have a blue flavored drink today. Hang on, where is it? I have this like Calypso Ocean Blue lemonade that I got while I was in the city the other day. And I'm pouring into half a jar of Fanta lemon with some leftover boba pearls and some bits of peach float in it. So I made like a lemon green tea earlier today, just so I could have like something cold. Because I have like a few green tea bags and I haven't had one in ages. But like I stood on my scales earlier today. You made choices what you made exactly. Yeah, I did have. Oh. No, I did step on my scales earlier today, and I have found I've lost like a stone in the last like month and a half. So so that's a little bit like. Oh, hang on, I haven't done my my Instagram post. Hang on. Hang on. I go to my regular one. Yeah, like I've lost like almost like a stone in the last just over a month. So it's like, maybe having something that increases my metabolism so I lose weight faster is probably not a good thing to be consuming, but hey now. It's fine. Is he? I don't know. Yeah, we're having to what? Like, 'cause I think we were gonna go for like a. Yeah, I think we were going for like an online food shop, or like no, for a food shop. What? On the 16th, and now it's looking like we're gonna have to go on the 14th, because yeah, our fridge is looking very empty right now. Yeah, trauma TM. You know, he literally cut off the genitalia, is now having a weapon crafted that causes psychic damage. Yeah, I mean, I would also probably take psychic damage. You know, if somebody slaps me with a big dragon dick. Oh, I forgot about you. Hey, girl. This is why I should probably just power stance these. Because half the time, they miss. Don't you run away from me. Don't you run away from me. I'll call you a slur. I'll do it. I'm allowed to. Oh dear. And due to the artifact our warlock has, he can also materialize and immaterialize at will. That sounds like it would be great for me in social arrangements, because half the time I don't want to be there. Oh, my controller's doing that thing where it does weird stuff. Controller, please. I'm gonna die. I died because my controller stopped working. Cool. Glad I didn't have work until Wednesday. Been a very busy weekend. Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want to mix them together and have that be like, oh, well, this just tastes like shit. Now I've just got a liter of just disgusting blue liquid. But no, it tastes fine. It just kind of tastes like a blue raspberry slushy, but without like the extra sweetness. Look at that. Calypso, yeah, it's it's the blue lemonade Calypso. Like, I've had one in a similar bottle. Like, I think my sister's partner had one in, like, a similar bottle. But apparently that one tastes, like, really chemically. This place is really loud. Yeah, I'm just, like, a big fan of, like, blue raspberry as, like, a flavor. So it's kind of not as much, like, oh, I really, like... I wasn't super bothered about the brand. Hang on. Okay, am I gonna have to swap out the controller already? This is what the problem is with this, using the Switch controller for this. It's like, it'll give me like a week where it'll be fine, and then it'll give me like a couple of days where it just consistently doesn't want to work. And I'm just like, please, can I have like... It would be fine if it was like consistent as to why it wasn't. but there is no consistency. Like, I thought I had it, like, pegged. Woo. Because sometimes I could, like, it would be fine if I use it, like, as an actual Switch controller. I appreciate you standing there and not attacking me. Okay, barely lived through that. Don't really rate them. I think it's sweetness for me. Yeah, like, I feel that. Like, I'm not... I kind of just want it for the flavor. I'm not bothered about how sweet it is, especially as, like, it's in with boba that I've already sweetened. So it doesn't need to be sweet. I really should just not bother using this sword. Because half the time, like, the momentum of the sword means it's going to miss. His 360 controller is my favorite one where 12 years before it broke. Yeah, like, I do want to get, like, I think when I can afford to, I would quite like a dedicated, like, PC controller. Because what I have, no, let's have a look at these. Yeah, I have, what, two DualShock 4s. So, like, my black one will sometimes work. More often than not, if I'm using it on PC, the red one I have is great for Genshin and or, like, you know, Genshin and Apex. This is actually kind of ugly, so we're not going to use this. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, the red one I have is great for, like, Genshin and like, Apex. But then has, like, weird connectivity issues when I use it with, thingy. When I use it for, like, Fortnite, it, like, drags the cursor, like, up and to the left. This is a lot of bodies. I'm assuming, like, I'm not touching the controller right now. My character is moving. Cool. Yeah, the Xbox Series X one was perfectly... Yeah, like, even then, like, I'm not precious about it being, like, an official one. Even just, like, just a wired, like, controller I can just leave in the PC would be fine. Like, that would be absolutely fine. I don't need anything special. I don't need anything cool. I just kind of want something that works. Oh. 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 Hang on. Alright, cool. I mean, it's good because I have the... Yeah, so, like, even if I have, like, an Xbox, that'll be fine. Hello, FMC. How we doing? I'm warm. I bought an Xbox controller made by a company called PDP. It has two extra programmable buttons on the bottom. Oh yeah, like, I know, like, sometimes you can get controllers, but they have, like, a button on the bottom here. So those would be kind of cool. Not super necessary, I think, for me, but benefit of native support because Microsoft. Yeah, because, like, half the time, like, my Switch controller reads as an Xbox controller, so it's just like, what are the buttons? And, like, sometimes I have to, like, button swap. So, like, in Steam, there's, like, I'm just like, oh, do I want to use, like, the Nintendo layout? But then sometimes the Nintendo layout looks weird, or, like, it means I'll, like, switch the buttons because I think the PC's reading the controller as an Xbox controller, so it swaps the buttons. But then using the Nintendo layout swaps the buttons again, so it doesn't feel right. Let me do a shout out for FMC. Controllers, yeah. Nintendo layout is where, yeah, the fact that, like, you know, the X and Y and the A and B buttons are swapped on an Xbox One. So it's very sort of like, oh yeah, super, super helpful. But then I've been having to use like my PS4 controllers for Warframe recently, because I don't know what they did. Or like I don't know if it's like something in an update for them. But then in like I think in a recent update, my Switch controllers just doesn't work now. Okay, we're switching to okay, that is 3 times that we have died to the Switch controller stopping working. We're switching to the DualShock. Yippee. Is Too Dark, Two Souls as bad as people say? It's not great. There's a, like, especially like we're playing the Scholar of the First Sin edition. Yeah, we're playing the Scholar of the First Sin edition, which is like the one that is like widely available for people. And I think I'm gonna have to like close Dark Souls and reopen it so it likes the controller. Oh. Yeah, it's not great because like a lot of the time, I don't know if you watch any of the H-Bomber videos. He talks about like Dark Souls 2 being like a fine game. It's not nearly as bad as people say it is, and I'm inclined to agree. It's not as bad, but then there are a lot of little design choices that are just like, why would you do this? Like, there's like instances where they make enemies tougher, where they add in like more enemies into places. Like Scholar of the First Sin, which is like, you know, like I say, the widely available version now, just makes the game harder in a lot of places that it doesn't feel necessary. You know, it adds in more enemies into places, it adds in more, or like it puts enemies in places where they otherwise wouldn't have been. What's genuine critique versus fanboy hate? Like, yeah, like I know a lot of people just don't like Dark Souls 2 for like a lot of reasons. Now, is the DualShock 4 even going to work now? And pressing the buttons. Great. Am I going to have to use the DualShock 3? Okay, that was me tabbing back in. Like, at least this one has the online now, because for some reason... Okay, now it's fine, but then the buttons are weird. Oh god, okay, now I'm trying to figure out what the buttons are. Because X is A, apparently. Like, X is B. Square seems to be A. Right. Hang on. I'm on controllers. Cooperate with me. I would like to play this video game and get it finished. Okay, so square seems to be Y now. Triangle is use item. I like DS1 and DS2. It was rushing good. Like, well, I've now have, you know, now having played, you know, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, you know, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro. You know, I've played all the Souls games now. Right. Right. Yeah, I've now played all the Souls games, and I would still say Dark Souls 2 is the worst. Like, there was a lot of Dark Souls 1 that I didn't like. Like, the ending felt rushed. The ending felt unfinished. But yeah, there is a lot of, you know, a lot of this one that I'm just like, I don't like what they did with it. Because, like, even just getting through this one bit, it's like, why do we need all of these difficult enemies? I know we're at the end of the game. And I'm not exactly helping myself by having, you know, armor that is weak. But still, there's a lot of stuff in, you know, this one that I'm just like, no, I don't like the design philosophy they're going for. Yeah, if anything, this just makes me want to replay Dark Souls 3 again. Because I am definitely not a fan of this one. Like, I do at least appreciate how many enemies can be cheesed with the bow and arrow compared to other Souls games. Like, it feels much easier to just bow and arrow my way through a lot of combat. Or, like, even bosses, I can just be like, oh yeah, just strafe and arrow. But it's like, there's a lot of kind of instances where the hitboxes are weird. You need to level a specific stat to make you heal better, which is definitely a choice. Like, cool, do I want to use healing items slightly faster? So I need to use a specific or like I need to level a specific stat for that. And it's just like, why not just have me, you know, heal at the same rate? I didn't know that when I first played Dark Souls 2, because we are replaying Dark Souls 2. Yeah, so if I want to, like, heal, if I want my heal to go off faster, I need to level adaptability. Yeah, I need to level the adaptability stat here. Yeah, because it means my rolls are better and my healing is faster. And it also gives me resistances to some things. It's like, why is that a stat? Like, why is that necessary? Because I'm mostly doing, because like vigorous health, that's fine. Endurance is my stamina, so I can do more things. Vitality means I can hold more, but I seem to remember, I think vitality gets mushed into something else sometimes. Achievement increases my spell slots, which I don't need. Strength is my weapon. Dexterity is mostly my bow. Adaptability is healing. Intelligence is for some magic, and faith is for other magic. And it's like, why do we need the adaptability stat? Like, it just feels like super unnecessary. Which is obviously why, you know, it wasn't in other Dark Souls games after this. They were just like, no, this is stupid. We're not going to do this one again. Which is like, yeah, I appreciate that. Because, like, it is a dumb stat. I am fully a Dark Souls 2 hater. Like, there are definitely times where it feels like I feel like I shouldn't take damage from something. And sometimes where I do take damage from something, and it's just like, I don't agree with that. You die, please. Thank you. Yeah, so I would say if you're going to play a Dark Souls game, don't play 2, don't play 3. Like, it obviously helps if you play... Oh, Louis playing Lego Marvel Heroes. you know, some stuff in Dark Souls 3 makes more sense if you play Dark Souls 1. But I'd say Dark Souls 1 is like way too clunky to be enjoyable. Dark Souls 2 is usually the cheapest, but I definitely have the most grievances overall with, like, you know, just level design, enemy layout, how fair the game feels overall. I definitely have the most gripes with Dark Souls 2 about that. Dark Souls 3 is, like, visually the nicest, and it plays the best if you specifically want a Dark Souls game. So obviously you could just play, like, you know, Elden Ring or something, or, you know, like Elden Ring instead. Elden Ring is also the most expensive, considering, you know, it's the most recent one that came out. There is the DLC as well. And Elden Ring is, like, the easiest to cheese. Like, it is definitely the easiest to cheese. Just be like, oh, well, you know, I can just, you know, level magic and, like, I'll be a glass cannon, but nothing can kill me. Like, that's fine. Anything actually up here? Probably more of those knights. Oh, there's a... Okay, if I remember right, there's a chest over... Or, like, there's a bonfire somewhere over there. Yeah, it's not moving. I don't think it's a mimic. But it doesn't look like there's anything really worth it in here. Twinkling Titanite, okay. Yeah, I definitely would say 2 is my least favorite. 2 is my least favorite, followed by 1. Ow. Yeah, followed by 1. Okay, well, you know, the drinky drink animation didn't go off. Right, I got killed because... Yeah, so that's kind of like a gripe that I have with this as well. It's like, things like just healing. Like, if an enemy if an enemy hits you too early in the animation, you just don't heal. So a lot of the time you will just die because you're just like, oh, I'm healing, it's fine. But then, you know, with how mixed the hitboxes are in this one... Yeah, with how mixed the hitboxes are, you just have to, like, redo, or, like... It's like, okay, back off a bit more, try and heal again. Have the heal inevitably not go off. And then you just die. And then also because of how, you know, how whenever you die, you lose some of your max health. Unless you use a human effigy, which lets you be, you know, human again. You just don't get that max health back. You just end up... So it feels like such a weird design of, like, okay, make it so every time you die, you lose more health. So you're just kind of like making the player weaker and more likely to die again. Just trying to recover. Like, you can obviously, like, you know, get your health back by using human effigies. But, like, why would you make that... Why would you have that as part of your design? Just like, oh yeah, every time the player fucks up, we make it harder for them. Like, I'm very much not a fan of that design. I think I'm gonna have to go for, like, actual armor. Because I'm trying to go for the sickening armor, and it's just gonna get me killed. because I have no defense. So yeah, like, I think after this one, I would quite like to play 3 again. Because I'm just not having a good time with Dark Souls 2. Like, it's... But then again, like, I didn't like Dark Souls 2, and I didn't like Dark Souls 1. I think Dark Souls 1... I think I gave it, like, a 3. Like, I did not like Dark Souls 1. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons are. This is giving me, like, Dark Souls button... Or, like, it's giving me, like, Xbox buttons. There we go. Like, what? X is B, circle is, you know, A, but then X is 8, or, like, X is square, and Y is triangle, I think. No, actually, X is triangle, Y is square. Don't they know that everybody makes mistakes, everybody has those days, everybody knows what... I don't understand those lyrics, honey. I know they're from something, but I don't know what. Yeah, people generally had gripes with, you know, Dark Souls 2 as it was, because Miyazaki, who is the guy who is like the... Oh, Hannah Montana. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have known that. I think I probably have heard that song, but not in the last decade. Yeah, so Hidetaka Miyazaki is like the lead, like the creative director, or like whatever, or like the project lead, whatever you want to call, like, in game design, for the Dark Souls games, and has been for every Dark Souls, with the exception of this one, because he was working on Bloodborne, which is a much better video game. Go play Bloodborne if you have the opportunity. Yeah, so he was working on Bloodborne when this came out. Like when this was kind of like in development. Yeah, because like I think this came out, Bloodborne came out. I want to say this was like 2014. Somebody look it up for me. I want to say this was 2014. Then Bloodborne came out in, I think, 2016, and then Dark Souls 3 was like less than a year later in like 2017. Hang on, I'm looking it up. When was Dark Souls 2? Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2 was 2014. Then Bloodborne was 2015. Dark Souls 3 was 2016. Yeah, so this was March 2014. Dark Souls 3 was, yeah, March, April 2016. When was Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne was 2015. So yeah, Miyazaki was mostly focused on Bloodborne when this came out. So there's a lot of stuff in this that people are just, oh, this isn't quite the same. And then what we had Sekiro in 2019, Elden Ring in 2022. So I guess they kind of like learned to be like, right, okay, you know, we are kind of making these games controversial by releasing them yearly, like, you know, not taking enough time in between them, and it just means that people will not like them when they come out. So yeah, now they kind of like take their time, but they are making the games like much bigger as a result. Hannah doesn't leave my Spotify Wrapped. I don't use Spotify, so I tried to, and like I can see the convenience of it, but like when I was using it, they were just getting like, when I was using it, I was using just the free version. It was getting a lot more aggressive when it came to how often ads were, and there were like lots of little things that I just didn't like. Like, why do I have to pay in order to play in order to, like, you know, play my own playlist in an order? Like, it has to be like, it's just like, cool, I can pick the playlist, but I can't actually pick what I want to listen on the playlist. Not to be controversial yet brave, but I love games that are finished and come out when they're ready. Yeah, like, I don't think it's a case of like this game was unfinished, but it was more of a case of like the game came out and people were just like, yeah, no, it's not as fun. It's like, you know, it didn't feel as good or like as creative as Dark Souls 1. But then Dark Souls 3 had like a lot of stuff that it felt or like that was quite similar to Bloodborne, because, you know, they came out they were in development at the same time. No, right. But I get Grays and Split Family Plus. I like, you know, I'm kind of alright with just like listening to all my music through YouTube like an old man. Like, I'm kind of just okay with that. So like, I don't think I really need Spotify, like Spotify Premium or whatever it is. And even then, I'm still like an old fogey, or like I'm still an old man. I will just like look at these hitboxes. Some of the arrows I'm shooting are just hitting nothing. They are just colliding with the air, and the hitbox to the railing is so big that it's just clipping it. Yeah, I just like download a load of music onto my phone because I'm just like, oh, most of the time if I'm listening to it, I'm gonna go for like a walk or something. You know, I'm gonna be listening to my music like on the go, so it's like, oh well, there's not really any point in having something like Spotify. Okay, so there's a chest down there. I assume I have to jump. Up. You can't reach me from up here. Hang on. If I'm not listening to some noise, I'll be left with my thoughts and fuck that. Yeah, I'm also very much like that. Like, God forbid I be left alone with my thoughts for like more than 2 seconds. Especially with what's happened recently. Yeah, especially with what's happened recently, I don't think I really want to be left alone with my thoughts. Yeah, if anything we have learned with Dark Souls 2 is a lot of the time, if I'm just like allowed to kill things with the bow, it makes the game a lot easier. But it does mean if anything gets close to me, I just melt. Thank you. Oh yeah, chat. Also, I might go to the beach tomorrow, so stream might be here or there. But, like, not as in like at the beach. But, like, I might skip stream tomorrow, depending on how I feel after the beach, because like I think looking to be like 27 tomorrow. But we kind of want to make the most of, you know, a hot sunny day. It's just being thankful for being for Spotify Radio for suggesting new music scores back when I was poor and I couldn't afford premium. Like, I think I found Muna through Spotify because they had like whatever their like thing is, of just like, oh, you like this kind of music. You know, you like this kind of music. Here's you know, some suggestions from our playlist. Like, I think I found Muna through that. Like, I very much like their music now. But then otherwise, I don't listen to a lot of, like, I don't find a lot of recommendations, because half the time when I get like flipping YouTube recommendations, I'm just like no. Like every time that they're just like, oh yeah, you know, it's like a recommended channel, and it's like, you know, a channel that I've never heard of that has like 10 followers that is just like really, I'm just like, nah, I'm alright. What if I put on Broken Wings? I saw the stage, and then I saw the first stage production of it in the UK. I have not heard of that. Oh yeah, because I think there's a bonfire down here. I hope there's a bonfire down here. Okay, these are people getting killed whilst opening the chest. That's fine. And a slab. That's not a bonfire. It's decidedly not a bonfire. Gravy musical written by a lad who once sang for Phantom. Oh, okay. I feel like I should talk to you about musicals sometime, because like I know during the wake the other day, my sister had on I think it's the Ramin Karamelou like covers album, because my mom used to like him. So I assume you know who that is. Or at least you, because I think he was in Phantom with someone. Okay, so you know who that is. Okay. Okay, I can't target them. Okay. Okay, so you at least know who that is. Okay, cool. I got invaded. Awesome. The dragon ring. Where do we get invaded from is the question. Oh, hang on. Well, nearly walked off to my death. Oh, there you are. Goro. Thank you for waiting patiently there for me. Hey, I have poison arrows, so as long as your poison resistance isn't set picked by Discord. Oh yeah, no, I saw it. I turned, like, after messaging Baron earlier, I turned off streamer mode in Discord just so I could, like, keep an eye on things. No, I don't mind, you know, obviously don't mind Discord mode, like, you know, streamer mode in Discord. It is handy. But, like, I like to kind of, like, see my notifications sometimes. Especially if I'm, like, knowingly waiting for, like, a message or, like, the possibility of a reply. Like, even when I'm, like, playing Apex with Charlie, I like to have kind of, like, stream mode turned off on Discord, just so I can see if he joins. Okay, this is a Covenant, I think. Maybe? I thought it was. I think I'm missing. I think I'm still missing a couple of Covenants. Pull back and then try left. Oh, it's chest. Hang on, let me look at this picture. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. I see it. I don't know why I thought he was older. Like, I don't know why I assumed he was older or something. I still haven't been back to the birds. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a bonfire around here somewhere. Stevie Wonder could see it, babes. Wasn't No, I don't think that's true. Doesn't say anything. Crystal magic weapon, frame rush, you're okay. He's 45. Oh goddamn. Yeah, no, I think I was imagining him to be like older, like maybe close to 50, or like, you know, 50s, maybe older. Okay, yeah, I could have sworn there was a bonfire around here, but I guess not. It feels like it's been a while since our last bonfire, and there's no shortcut, and there's a lot of dudes up here. But, you know, put me in a situation where there's, you know, 9 guys all swinging their weapons at me, I'd be fine, but not like this. At least I can just, like, you know, filter them down a corridor and use 500 plus arrows to kill them. Like, what is this? Like, considering, you know, up until this point you kind of struggled with, like, 2 or 3. And then to give you, like, so many all at once, especially considering they all aggro at the same time. Like, you know, you aggro one and then you aggro all of them. Like, it feels a bit bullshit. Okay, I guess the other ones have backed off, because at least the aggro radius isn't, like, massive, and you can just fight them away after a while. You can just, like, kite them away after a while, and they'll just be like, oh, you're outside our radius, we're just gonna leave. Okay, one died to poison, hopefully. Oh, also, does anyone want to have me over for a barbecue at some point? Because my neighbors were having a barbecue earlier today. And, like, I don't like talking to my neighbors, but part of me was kind of hoping one would, like, stick their head over whilst I was hanging out the laundry and be like, do you want a burger or something? I'd be like, yeah, sure. That would have been nice. It probably wouldn't have happened, but I would have loved a tasty burger. No, I'm gonna have to use thingy powder. Oh, yeah, so I'm kind of like wondering if I should approach my sister and just be like in regards to, oh, hey, should we have a barbecue at some point? This is like a really easy, what are we doing for dinner? We might, like, let's just have like a little barbecue for ourselves. Because, you know, we can just get like one of those, like, I think we have a barbecue somewhere. Like, we just need some charcoal or something. Or even if we just get like one of those disposable ones. And just get like a packet of burgers and, like, you know, some burgers, some buns, and, like, you know, some corn. Because I want a burger. I really want a burger right now. Like, I just want like a tasty beef patty. Like, I would just love a tasty beef patty. Somebody say that was my name in high school, Tasty Beef Patty. Oh. See, I remember this being kind of difficult because I played through Dark Souls 2 initially as a caster, or like an intelligence cast, like, you know, you're specking into magic, and magic, like in Dark Souls 1, magic only has X amount of casts. So like you'll have like your spell, and you'll kind of like be like, oh yeah, you can use it like 10 times or something. So it just meant sometimes you could go through all your casts before you can get to the boss. Whereas in, Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, there is actual like mana system. Which made it like reasonably easy. Plus with how that worked in Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, both those have at least like a charm, or in the case of Dark Souls 3, you can equip an item. Yeah, you can equip an item that gives you, or like you can put you can put a simple gem on a shield, and it gives you back, or like it regens your mana points. So you can just be like, oh yeah, have like you can maybe put like the grass shields, which also gives you stamina regen. Slap a simple gem on that to make a simple grass shield. That then gives you passive regen on your casting. So whenever you're like out of combat, you can just be like, oh well, I just have my shield equipped. Gradually regen mana points, so you're not like constantly having to like use your blue potions. There were definitely more guards. Where did they go? There's, this one here. I think we've killed 4 of them. That means there's definitely one more somewhere. Like, I think like 4 are missing. But that's a little bit concerning. I'm hoping this enemy, because they're different, doesn't respawn. Come on. But he does also seem to have pretty high defense and high poison resistance, because it feels like it's taking a while to poison him, and the poison doesn't last very long. At least you're not healing. Okay. Fine. Yeah, if we lean into the bow, this is fine. It is very cheesy. Like, I will be the first person to be like, yeah, no, it feels a bit cheap using the bow, but it's gonna get me through it. I'm not gonna complain. I still would like another bonfire, and I'm definitely think I've missed one. At least this boss is optional. We don't have to fight the Ashen Dragon. Yeah, no, that stands before us, and so be it. For the curse of life is the curse of want. So you peer into the fog in hopes of answers. Yeah, now I can just start off. I got what I came for. Oh yeah, I feel like somebody said like that was a thing. Yeah, this is technically a boss, and I can fight them. But I don't have to. Which is good, because this area sucks. At least we can get out of like the all the constant dragon noises and the wing flaps, because I looked at my sound mixer, and it's not great. Yeah, considering I've got it set to less than half, and it was almost like louder than me. Oh. I think I was putting more into dexterity just to make the bow a bit stronger. Yeah, I think today we're just going to focus on finishing the game. And then next session... Yeah, next session we'll do one of where we wrap up all the extra bosses, because like we have the Ashen Dragon that was there. We have Vendrick. Yeah, we have Vendrick that we can fight, so do both the rat bosses. Yeah. Yes, we've got a couple that we can do. We still haven't fought the chariot either. Okay, now I need to try and remember how I get to... How I get to the door. Because it's... down there is where we need to go. Oh, there's an item over there. How have I not gotten this item? Also, the fact I can't, like, roll off bits where there's a ladder. You'd think I'd be able to. You think I'd be able to, but no, I guess not. Cool. A shield that I will not use. Okay. Need to try and play. How do I get around there again? I cannot remember. Oh no, I want the other one. No, the one that's actually leveled up. You're gonna be worth like no souls, but why not? You can be extra. Oh, I think it's this way. Yeah, and then I think when we do our boss roundup, we'll go down there and we'll get the DLC item. Because if I remember rightly, one of the items needed for the DLC is down there. And I don't remember how you get down there. Unless I have to, like, parkour my way over there. Well, we'd say way of saying that. Ugh. I actually don't remember if there's more than one. Yeah, because I think... Oh, we lived. Okay, well... that works. What was that? Fire Drake Stone. Oh, hello. Okay, that just instantly killed me. Cool. Okay, let's... Surely I've got something for fire resistance. Pretty much everything I've got gives me better fire resistance. And then let me put on the Jester's Pants, which has less resistance, but I'll take less fall damage as well. There we go. Even if the armor doesn't serve as much as, you know, the other ones that we have. I think I just need to level up a really decent set of armor at some point. We don't really have one right now. Like, we have... Oh, I like this armor because it's sickening. And that's kind of it. Come on. I'm on Dark Souls 2. Can we not with your silly hair boxes, please? I'm surprised those aren't clipping through the... like, clipping through the geometry and killing me. I'll be perfectly honest. You know, considering the fire in the area of the drakes killed me, I think, like, twice the other day. Wait, is it actually how I get down here? Maybe? No, I don't think it is. But this scenario could have come a lot earlier. Ring of something. And a torch. Okay. Don't think it was that. No idea. Oh, that would be so handy earlier. The Ring of Restoration. Okay. Give me that. Then let me take off that and switch it for that. Just so we have a ring of very minimal health regen. Like, I can see it regening, but it is so slow. This would be so handy, like, earlier in the game. Like, so much handier earlier. I'd love an arrow. Or, like, I'd love a ring that makes my arrows stronger. It's like, they're not bad right now. And I am kind of playing with fire more than I otherwise would be. Like, not healing until after that, but... Activate Eye Orb. What's that? Solo Proud Knight. Walk Ring. Yeah, because I think that leads me to over there. Behind where we get the Fire Longsword. Flame Quartz Ring +1. Oh, well, we have the Flame Quartz Ring +2, so we don't really need that. Really cool if I knew what that was about, though. Oh, right there. I just couldn't see it because it was camouflaged. Oh. Oh. No, thank you. No. Be gone. Now. I was literally about to say, is there another one? Because only having one in here feels like it'd be too easy. Ugh. There we go. Okay, that is much better fire protection. But even then, that's like a ring of probably, I think, the best fire protection ring in the game. And then, you know, actual armor that has fire protection on it. Heavy iron key in the Rebel's Great Shield. That might be the DLC item that I need. Right for it, because that looks like an added-on area. Like something that initially wouldn't have been there. Iron key. I know where I am. That's the boss room. That's the thingy boss room. When did you get here? You were not here initially. Where have you come from? Where did you go? You're dead now, so it doesn't matter. We still haven't actually gotten to where the boss is. I think it, or like where the area is, 'cause I think it's this way. Is it this way? No, I think it is this way. Hang on. I can swap that for that. Do you mind? Come on, Alphys. I don't really need you for this, but might as well bring a friend. Hmm. So I'm noticing some of these enemies all have a highlight now, or like at the moment. Okay, that's a player spirit. Where though? Is it this way? No, it's not this way. Hmm. I'm trying to remember how I get to that door. Is it this way? Is it? Where is that door? This way? No, this is where the ring was. I'm confused. Wait. Very obvious way to go this way. Right. Yeah, get him, Alphys. Hell yeah. Thanks, Alphys. Illy. That went okay. Yeah, I assume this isn't a mimic. Okay, not a mimic. That's fine. Amber Herb. Which one was the king's ring? There we go. Yeah, we're fine. Great. You coming in, Alphys? Yeah, at least remember where the rest of these are, because there's one by the thingy boss fight. Now we need to try and remember how this works. So I know I use them here. Like, how do I use them? Actually, first, let me sit down back at the bonfire. Can't use it. Alphys, fuck off. Alphys, do you remember what to do? Hang on, let me use a homeward bone. I can't even use a homeward bone while Alphys is here. Right. Um... Well, until Alphys despawns, or like, you know, decides that he's done what he needs to do, I'm gonna quickly go pee piss. You know, I'm gonna quickly go pee piss. You know, stretch my legs, all the good stuff. So yeah, I'll be back. Especially as I've got like an ad coming up in like a minute and a half. So yeah, let me just run one now, and then I don't have to worry about it. Okay, back in like 2 minutes. Hopefully, I don't get invaded in that time. Hopefully. Okay, I have returned and Alphys has not despawned. Okay. Okay. Like, what do I even do? Oh. Alphys, really? You're just like, I'm gonna wait for you to finish in the bar, like, go to the toilet, and then despawn. If I remember rightly, I think I have 5 minutes in here. It's either 5 minutes or 15. Yeah. I don't remember how long, though. Ow. Oh. Oh. You went from slow to suddenly very fast. Ow. One fire aesthetic, that's fine. Oh. Hey, Queen. Okay, I got double whammied by the fire and the giant. Cool. He said bye, girl. He really did. Yeah, hello, G-Spot. How we doing? I will say, because I don't know if you're gonna play this one. There is going to be we are close to the end of Dark Souls 2, so there are spoilers for Dark Souls. So there are going to be spoilers for the rest of the game. Yeah, we're in the. I have to go to the past and I have to kill giants for some reason. Even I'm just a bit like, oh, I don't really. The plot doesn't really make sense in this one. Hey, how's your day? How are things? I was saying earlier, like, I've been quite productive today. Don't plan on playing this one, but who knows, maybe one. Okay, so hopefully it'll be like me and playing like some of the games I play where it's just like, oh, it'll be like, you know, long enough since you've seen stuff about the game that it doesn't really matter. Mind. Yeah, we're gonna go visit because we're at a point where we need to go visit some giants, or like, you know, these trees that are shaped like giants. And use a heart that we got from a dragon to travel into the past to, I think, kill the giants early, which lets us go fight the final boss. Even I'm just a bit like, I don't fully understand what's going on here. And I think we can get an NPC summon if we go to the other two first. But yeah, like Dark Souls 2 doesn't... I think Dark Souls 3, or like Dark Souls 2, feels like the most nonsensical one. Because he's like Dark Souls 1, you can... Sorry, okay. I'm nearly finished with my blue lemonade. At least Dark Souls 1 can be like, oh yeah, ring some bells and then go kill this guy's friends because he sucks. It's even worse because these areas are timed as well.
Whoever you are, whether you are guided by Brett, I am Drummond. Whoever you are, I forget. Just mention my name, and even if you don't, soon it is revenge. The Venerable, what has transformed him so? Long ago, the king crossed the seas. It was then the giants, my father and his father, the giants, they cannot find it within themselves.
Yeah, so basically the lore of this is the King Vendrick was told by by his new queen, Queen Nashandra, hey, go across the sea and kill all those giants. Because it'll be funny, ha lol. Yeah, so we did that. Yeah, so we did that, but then the giants kind of came, like, you know, followed him back, and we just said, oh yeah, well, now we're just gonna, like, decimate your country. And this is, like, a load of this area is, you know, parts of this, like, parts of the Forest of the Fallen Giants that you go through earlier in the game, except for, like, this bit. I don't think this is anywhere. Spooch him so he turns gay in the past and fixes the timeline. That would probably be easier, TBH. Yeah, give him a little smooch. Make him a bit free. Because this is pretty much just like, hey, your wife is bad, don't trust her. Like, the advantages of being a little bit fruity as a treat. Okay, I shot that golem with... Okay. Not really sure how that works. I am shooting them with a couple of arrows, and they apparently have no poise. Yeah, we're learning the cheese tactics when it comes to the bow and arrow. Seems like, you know, just thinking things with a bow and arrow, whilst taking longer, does mean I'm safer for a while, and I'm not, like, likely to just biff it. Also, I can just buy infinite poison arrows. And then I don't have to worry about anything in the game. But then for sections like this, it does mean it's going to be a bit slower to get through. We might have to come back like once or twice. Oh, I think I know where we are. Maybe. Hang on. Remember the general plot is the Princess of Chaos sowing evil through multiplying the game. Yeah, because I think lore-wise, Queen Nashandra, who's the final boss of the game, is somehow related to Manus, the final boss of the DLC of Dark Souls 1. I think I've seen some of her flavor text references Manus. She's like, that's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if I super care about the lore of, you know, this Souls game to really be bothered. Oh. I think I might be getting teleported back soon. Like I say, your time here is on a time limit. I think it's like 5 minutes you get here. You're kind of expected to, like, get in, get out. Like, you can at least go here multiple times. But it just... This is a kind of an aspect that does kind of suck. It's just like... You know, cool. If you don't make it through fast enough, everything respawns. Yeah, I've spent the day being a good little domestic house husband for my non-existent husband. Hey girl, bye girl. That was kind of unfair. It was at the door. Yeah, what I did laundry, or like, you know, I hung out laundry, I got in clean laundry. What else? I emptied and refilled the dishwasher, I cleaned through the kitchen. So yeah, it's been very productive. Epi, I need you to judge my dessert. Okay. You gonna send me a picture of said dessert? And as a food connoisseur, I will always judge people's food. Like, what happens there? Like, like, do they just have non-existent poise? Okay, Barassi, I will judge your dessert after this bit because this area is timed. I overslept and I'm a bit sad about it. Yeah, I didn't get up until like noon today, which wasn't like too bad. Because like my sister and her partner went out to like some local gardens today, just to kind of get out the house for a while. Yeah, if you can send me like a brief explanation, because I'm pretty okay at recognizing desserts, but sometimes I can like look at something and be like, I have no idea what this is. Hang on. And now everything is angry at me. They've stopped fighting each other and now they're just pissed off at me. Okay, that'll kill you. Well, you'll die from the poison. Oh no, you'll die from the arrow shot of walking in front of the one that I'm shooting with the poison. Nope, excuse me, coming through. Oh, they're trying to get the enemy that's on up there. Can you your like dodgy ass hitboxes like cooperate, please? Hang on. Frankenstein mixed with sponge cake, mushed blueberries, and banana mixed between layers of sponge cake. Hang on. Between layers of sponge cake, blueberry creme. Wait. Hang on. Custard and blueberries for garnish. I will judge you on the custard, but that is coming from a custard non-enjoyer. I do not like custard. Like, I'm obviously not going to be like, oh, well, you know, you can't have that around me. I just won't eat custard. Like, I don't like the color, the texture, the flavor. I'm just like, no. Right. I'm gonna get zorped again. Well. Maybe you don't respawn. No! God damn it. Okay, I think we just gotta run through. After I kill these guys again. The worst thing is, because, like, we're not resting at a bonfire either, is that the durability of my bow isn't getting restored every time. Yeah, let's have a look at Barasi's dessert. I think visually, if I was served that, I would question it. The blueberries being whole blueberries also doesn't fit me aesthetically. I think I would rather the blueberries be in like a compote or like a reduction or something. Just they're not like whole. Yeah, I personally wouldn't have it, but it looks fine, I guess. Yeah, not for me, but I'm obviously not going to be like, oh, that looks like shit. No. Oh yeah, I'm also I'm out of repair powder, aren't I? I mean, instead of the silver serpent ring, yeah, the bracing knuckle ring +2, and I think we're just gonna have to forego the safety of the bow to just fight things. Yeah, I think we have to forego the safety of the bow and just slap things. Like, we have a sword. I also want to see if I have like matching. No, no matching, but oh, I need to find an outfit because my colors don't match. Okay, now that door is just broken. That's fine. And I don't know what that symbol is on my health bar now. The yellow sword. Okay, because there's 2 of you, I'm fine. Just doing this. Again, things I don't like about Dark Souls 2. The fact that enemies' hitboxes enemies don't have hitboxes when they're knocked down. Like, they have a hitbox again when they start to get back up, but when they're, like, on their back, it's like, no hitbox for you, and I'm just like, thanks. Not what I meant to press, but it's fine. It did what I needed to. Okay, let's go back to these ones just because they're a bit lighter, and let me do that instead. No, excuse me. Up here while they kill these extra enemies. And this one up here. Oh, there's 2 up here. Let's poison arrow you. Because you're going to be the most annoying. Can you not? I'm on a time limit. Yeah, well, I think I can just, like, go and dip into here now. I don't need to mess with any of those. I'm gonna assume I die if I go in the water. The fact that they expect you to get through this entire segment in 5 minutes is a bit like, are you sure about that, Dark Souls 2? I mean, I guess it also depends on kind of what builds people are going for. Like, it might be easier for some people than others. You're just having a nap. Why did I need to be up here? Oh, great hero and a torch. I don't think there's anything else that I need to be here for. Can't kill you. Oh, hang on. Oh, the giant. Okay, so we had to get to that. No, go away. Your coochie isn't as good as mine. Get out the way. That was the thing. I might do pizza. Or, like, I might put down mozzarella on this because I kind of want to do fresh pizza. Because, like, we were rummaging through the cupboards the other day. I think I said yesterday that I rummaged through the cupboards because we had just, like, a load of jars, so we didn't really know what was in there. Between my sister and I. Where's... Play. Yeah, we had to rummage through the drawers, or like through the cupboards, just to see what was there. We found like a load of jars, like all sorts of like pickles. I think one was like one was maybe like a whiskey marmalade. Yeah, I think one of them was possibly a whiskey marmalade. Then. Another one was, I think like 2 of them were pickle. One of them I think was strawberry jam at one point, and another one was I think blackcurrant. But then none of them were labeled, because of course they weren't. Yeah, none of them were labeled, so we kind of had to like open them and guess, but they're all to the point of just like, oh well, you know, we're probably not going to eat any of these. You know, we're probably not gonna have any of these, so we might as well just get rid of them. So, you know, scraped into the bin, sorted the jars out, blah blah. Yeah, so I found we found a thing of, oh hey, it's the head from that one bit. Yeah, so when we were fighting the Iron Giant, yeah, we were coming from this direction. Or like, you know, the last giant, or like, you know, the giant boss. Yeah, we found some bread flour, so I might just do some fresh pizza with that. So I want to see if I can maybe get like a tiny thing of you know, a tiny thing of olive oil. and some mozzarella. I don't think it was really doing anything, but might as well have a bit of fun. Okay, well, I think that's where the game wants me to go, so we're gonna go this way instead. Oh. I have a ballista. You have a bow and arrow. And a knife. How precious. Oh, first lockstone. Hello, Jelly. How we doing? Yeah, I'd look into that thing. Ow. 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 And I don't know why you were banned. Because unless, like, Commander has grabbed you at some point. I don't know. Yeah, how we doing, Jelly? How are things? We're playing through Dark Souls 2 at the moment. Because I did a little... I want to do a little, like, fun-a-thon thingy because, you know, certain things have happened recently, and, you know, we could do with, like, a little extra help. So yeah, I'm replaying through all of Dark Souls 2. I start off being like, oh, this isn't as bad as I remember, because I have played this one before. But I haven't played it on PC, and I didn't finish all the DLC, because the DLC is, ugh, bad. Not fun. So I was like replaying, so I was just like, oh, I might as well just like replay through this, try and get all the DLC done. Like I say, I fully gave up with the DLC. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, oh, do I actually want to play this? And like, you know, I'm kind of glad this is nearly done because I'm not having fun. But then I've still got, what, like 16 hours of this left to do, and the DLC. So I am not very close. Yeah, how's your day, honey? Ugh. Yeah, also spoilers for Dark Souls 2 for anyone that wants to play this. We are quite close to the end of the game. So we are very much in spoiler territory for DS2. But I guess the game's been out for 10 years, so if you haven't played it by now and you want to, that's kind of a you problem. No, come on. Sir, I am on a time limit. Good job, thank you. We're getting there. What am I missing? I think I'm missing something. Wait. Ow. Next, we were up there. I think we're missing something still. Oh yeah, and there's your occasional reminder if you want to, you know, follow me socials. We have both the campsite and the milkshake there with all meals and sods. Oh, I forgot the Siribot has a dad joke thing. Thank you for reminding me the Siribot has a dad joke thing. What do you call a barracuda fish? A paracaboo. Jail. Jail. Hmm? Yeah, that kind of reminds me, like, looking at Matt, thing that he has, where it has, like, all the sounds. Part of me kind of wonders whether I should have a thing for all the individual sounds, or, like, channel points for, like, a few of the sounds that I'm just like, oh, I like this one. But I think probably almost like 200 odds and sods of like sounds and silly videos and like clips. I think if I had individual commands for all of those, my channel points list would be huge. Ego, I have like I have a list of all the sounds I have in the Discord. Just because it's like much easier to just have like a curated list of just like, oh yeah, here's all the sounds that we have. Right, I just got shot in the skull with a ballista. And have whatever that is. I think it's supposed to be like some sort of cakey pastry thing. Yeah, also Jelly, remind me. You said last night, I think you're an hour ahead of me. I think you're an hour ahead of me, so I want to say you're somewhere Europe. I think you're somewhere Europe. Maybe. Oh no, there was a point last night where you said it was like 4:30 for you, and it was, I think, 3:30 for me. I was just asking kind of what time zone you're in. Because I think last night you said you were an hour ahead. Oh, I haven't been in that room. Yeah, I think at some point last night you said you were an hour ahead. Oh, 10 p.m. in Kuwait. Okay. Yeah, because it is currently 8 p.m. here, UK time. Okay, yeah, so that was the end area of just like, oh, I need to get the giant souls. I think I know where there is one. So I'm trying to remember, pardon me, what I do here. Yeah, because I think I need... Oh, no, let's not accidentally use them. So I think there's one still at... I think I know where one of them is. Hang on. Hopefully tabbing out doesn't crash my PC. Soul of the Giant. Because I think there's 4 of them. Correction, 5 of them. Yes, there's one at the Dragon Shrine that dropped from the Ancient Dragon. There's one in the Memory of Oro. There's one in the Memory of Van Mount. There's one in the Memory of Jay, which is the one with the boss. And there's one in the Black Gulch. And I remember what that one is, but we're gonna go level up first. I think I need to top up my poison arrows. I'm trying to finish my drink. This is... Anyone who came in late, this is a mixture of lemon Fanta, blue... What? Ocean blue lemonade Calypso. There's some boba pearls in here that are floating around, and some frozen peach. But then the frozen peach doesn't got my boba straw. Or like some, it kind of does. But not like a lot. So I'm having to like just drink it now. We'll put one extra into dexterity. Okay, I don't have any shards. So yeah, we'll go... Where's the black gold gem? Oh, here. Oh. I just about remember how to get there. I don't remember what they're for. Oh, Vendrick's damage reduction is halved by every soul of a giant in my inventory. Having none in my inventory will divide Vendrick's damage taken by 32 times. Having one soul divides by 16. 2 divides by 8. 3 divides by 4. Okay, so it's only really helpful for Vendrick. Oh. Something went up my nose. Oh. Okay, finished. Oh. 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 That does not feel comfortable. That's not what I want to do. Ugh. Yeah, because there's a little pathway down here we can go down. Right, I'm poisoned already. And I didn't sort out the invader. And I don't remember how to get in there. Oh, it's a good thing I never took the poison stuff off my bar. Oh. Okay, but yeah, there are 2 giants in here. Right. I should have gone and get the... Should have gone to get the thingy first. The extra arrows. I am running out of platform. Don't hit me through the wall. I know what you're like, Dark Souls 2. Oh. Okay, well, that's one dead. Oh. Okay, it might just be easier to stab at his cankles. I'm on Dark Souls 2. I'm like trapped in the corner by his crotch. Which, you know, sometimes wouldn't be a bad thing. You know, sometimes it wouldn't be a bad thing, but okay, I guess I could have hidden in here and bring the giant's petrified dragon bone. Okay, we'll circle the room. I don't know if that kills me if I... Great. Okay, I was trying to break the jar without having to... So I didn't want to jump over there, expect my body to break the jar, and it just didn't. Okay. Let's see what the forgotten key does, though. Because we picked that up. An arch door in the Black Gulch to access Dark Diver Grandel. All dead end room to the side of the hidden ledge. Okay. Open a door in the gutter to obtain Havel's equipment. Open a door in the pit within Majula for 3 chests containing left to right Soul Vortex, Witchery Branch, or Witchery Belvin, and Great Lightning Spear. Okay, and then also has a Court Dragon Talon in there as well. Which the Dragon Talon is a DLC item. Okay, so we're gonna have, so we would have had to have done that eventually for DLC stuff. Now, I don't know whether those 2 giants are going to respawn. I really hope they don't. But knowing Dark Souls 2, they will. So we can go in here now. Takes me to you. Oh. Oh yeah, I think I need to talk to him 3 different places. So I can fight the Dark Lurker optional boss. Which we might do. You don't need to do it, but it's again one of the many optional things. It's just like, oh, we could possibly do that. Okay, I'm not gonna bother about the item. We're just going this way. Goodbye. Oh, I think we've been here. Yeah, we've been here, okay. At least Victor's... Come on, Victor, get poisoned. Come on, coward, get poisoned. He's not gonna get poisoned, okay. Oh, and I can't leave until he dies. Are you resistant to poison, my dude? He's resistant to poison! What a fucker. That's not fair. Okay, well, now we definitely need to get more poison arrows, because we have run out. Die, dickhead. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Yippee! You know, weird hand things. What is it with the Souls games and weird hand creatures? Like, even doubt, make something a weird hand, people will get creeped out by it. And it's just like, yeah, that's true. Okay, we didn't get that second bonfire, so I don't really want to go back into the gutter just to try and find Howl's gear, because I don't know if it's going to really be helpful for us. Doors of Faris, that's it. I was trying to remember where we need to where I need to go to get more arrows. Oh. I can still feel that flipping the soda with it the wet on my nose is not comfortable. Not great. Alright. Okay, hang on, let me do a little retweet my social post. So do I need to change my lighting? No, I think we're fine for the moment. I've not like turned on my other pair of lights. So I think maybe like during the summer that makes me like too bright. Yeah, I think during the summer that makes me too bright. So I think I need to like just not bother using them during the brighter seasons. At least these guys don't have a lot of health. And then there's you back here. Not worth a lot of souls, but I'll take the souls you're gonna give me. Yeah, we'll just get... How much do I need for a level? Okay, so if I buy like 14k's worth of arrows. No, there's a... We could be here for a while. No, 200? Okay, that's 12k, that's fine. Anything I can sell? Any doubles? Possibly no. Oh. Oh, where's the print status? Because we've got multiples though. No, I think everything else we have we kind of need. Oh, but then let me sell these extra these. So we can sell. I guess when we're doing our like cleanup stream, I guess we could go find the bird. Because, you know, we still have we still haven't found the boss in the spider area. No, not the boss in the spider area. That's Freya. The bird in the spider area. That means we can get other boss weapons. Okay, I think we might have enough poison arrows now. Lost it. No, we need 200. Only 200. And now we've maxed out the amount of poison arrows we can have. And we should still have enough for like 2 more levels. I think I might just put a load of those into health again. Yeah, I think we're at the point where I need to maybe just start putting more into health.
There until
Or just start, you know, just start increasing our vigor more. Yeah, then we'll see if we can level up any of our armor. Or, like, let's put together an armor set that's kind of sickening. Because this one that we have at the moment is kind of not. Oh, this is the thingy armor. Yeah, for Mr. Mans. Oh, I thought my coochie was out for a second there, and I was about to be like, Okay, so I have some cyan stuff and some Ladia stuff. But they're not like full things of everything. That's kind of aesthetically displeasing. We'll stay with the Jester gloves because they have the, you know, the whatever it is. That gets me extra stuff, and then, well, this one helps item discovery. Man, Saiyan doesn't have a helmet either. This made me quite heavy, though. Okay, that's a bit better. It is quite bulky. Okay, our bow's maxed out. I think our shields could do with a little bit more. Which is otherwise fine. That needs more titanite, large titanite. Yeah, we'll go with this. Like, it's got quite good, you know, defense overall.
I'll be around.
Oh, let me buy some more arrows from him.
You would
Oh no, I need intelligence for that, don't I? Oh, thank you for the luck, Jelly. Live laugh luck. No, I don't think there's any point in leveling up a Dragon Tooth. Unless you want to just, like, switch to, like... We could... possibly power stance this.
I'll be around.
But we would be incredibly heavy. Like, it wouldn't be like when we were where we were, like, you know, pure strengthening our way through Dark Souls 1. Like, it definitely would not be like that. I think I'm going to be too heavy now. Because at least, you know, a point we could just, like, you know... Yeah, because I don't think we have the stamina for this. I don't think we have the stamina for it. Even with, you know, the Royal Soldier's Ring. And these are so light that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let me put the grass fresh shield back here. Because I think she's too valuable to not use. I think there was another shield that has... Oh yeah, it was the Summering Dragon Shield. I think also has, yeah, stamina regen. But I think it has worse stats. Yeah, stats-wise, it is just worse. Like, across the board. But it does come with lightning defense. So could be worth it. It's a good thing I'm in Majula, and that I'm using these. Wait, is this... Hang on. What kind of sword is this as well? Ultra Great Sword, Ultra Great Sword, okay. Okay, that is handy. Like, for a little bit of fire damage, but it does use up quite a lot of the weapon's durability to just do this one attack. Okay, where are we going now? Okay, let's go back to that giant boss fight. We have, oh, I think three of the giant souls now. Yeah, we have three of them. There are four, or like there are five in total. Okay. Yeah. The only one of which we don't have is the one from the Ancient Dragon, which is the optional boss fight. Like one of the optional boss fights. Yes, we don't have to fight them. They, especially as they have poison resistance as well, so their only real weakness is lightning. Like, we could level up that lightning bow that we have, but it would just be kind of pointless. Okay, let's quickly switch our arm around. I think being a bit chunkier, but having just a lot more resistance is going to be better. And I could have sworn there's supposed to be a summon around here. I'm still hollowed, so it doesn't matter. It's like, where's my summon? Like, forgetting that I'm hollowed. Never mind, I got crushed by a head. I was too eager, and I got turned into a bowling pin. Okay, cool. Because I guess, like, it doesn't matter how much health you have, that just instantly kills you. Yippee. Well, time to go back in for my one soul. Yeah, we'll fight this boss considering We fought a boss today. Come on, Drummond. I don't think I fought a boss today. Hey, girl. No, I don't think we have. Drummond, honey. Okay, that's it. Where is Drummond? There he is. He's already slapping the boss's ankles. Really? I got killed that way again? Oh. I get stun locked by the boss just slapping me, and then I get killed with a fireball. That feels kind of cheap. Okay, so we know Smelter Sword, not a great option right now. Okay, Drummond, let's try that again. Oh, do we have any... Is there dark grease in this one? Also, yeah, I'm gonna have to change my white balancing after this because I look very pasty. Is there dark grease? There is dark grease. I'm impatiently waiting his turn. Oh. No. Die, zombie. Oh. Items. Drummond, are you okay? I think he's stuck. Oh yeah, Drummond is stuck in the statue. Very cool. Oh, another fire seed. That'd be really cool if I was speccing into you know, pyromancy, but I didn't, so. Let me heal. I might have to put some more points into adaptability again. So I feel like my heal has gotten slower again. Yeah, it feels like my heal has gotten slower again. Oh, how did that hit me? I call Sussy Barker on that. Oh, run this way before that kills me. Thanks, Drummond. You kind of did nothing, but... Oh, the giant! Okay, can I... There we go. Which is like, why can't I leave? Why am I stuck here? Thankfully, no. Okay, I think that's all of them. Right. Right. Yay. Okay, well, at least my souls are right here. Okay. Now what do I do? I think I got a key from you. Oh, okay. Giant's kinship. I think that's what I needed.
Bearer until hope.
It's just like, even if you look disgusting, I will still be by your side. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. Well, that's 3 more levels. How much health do we have now? 1866. Okay. Not there. Yeah, maybe. We now have to go through. Where do I go? A giant wood boss. It's the giant's kinship. You just gain access to the second boss fight at the Throne of One for the Lord Soul Chandra. Yeah, I don't think it's here. We might have to go basement woods. Oh, didn't even see that open. Glowing skull. I might have to look at per guide just to remind myself of where I'm supposed to be going. Because I can picture the path. Oh no, I'm thinking of the flippin' thingy boss. Hang on. Let me look at the IGN guide that we were using. Yeah, throne room. How do I get here now? Yeah, because this tells me how to get to the boss fight. But then I can't remember how to get here. Is the problem. You're throwing a one. Oh, the Kingsgate bonfire. Oh yeah, that would probably make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a dragon remnant. That's a bad summon. Not death to Russia. Does it have to be now? Right, cool. Cool. Anyway. I think I lost like 6,000 souls, maybe, if that, depending on how many the enemy dropped. I was a bit worried. Okay, I was just like, camera, are you, or like, no, not the camera, the game, are you good? Yeah, okay, we'll another color correction. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Will it stop moving? Nope. I know, game, I know. I take it off now, though. I can. Okay. I just need to, like, start the animation, I guess. Hey, Queen.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name. I was born of dragons, by ones who would cozen fate herself, but they failed. I did not come out as intended.
Woo.
Fate would not, if you proceed, knowing that you will take the throne and link them. She covets the first flame, and the great soul. Put Lysandra to rest.
Okay, so there's the throne watch and defend. Why'd it have to be such a long walk to the boss fight, though? Okay, we're gonna pop a squat back by the bonfire. Yeah, we're gonna go for another pee break. What's was that here? Yeah, we're back in like 2 minutes. Okay, and we're back. We just boop and boop. Okay, let's use human effigy so we can get our humanity back. Refight you. The ring blossom I won't use. Okay, so what rings do we have right now? Let me move that there. Okay, so we've got better melee damage, stamina regen, health regen, and I think I should switch this for the Ring of Steel protection, just so we can have a bit of extra defense. Now I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a summon here, or like, you know, at some point there's supposed to be a summon. I don't remember where. I think it might be in front of the boss room. Also, like, why does this have to be such a long walk to the boss room? I get that they're trying to evoke the feelings of Dark Souls 1 going through the killing of the first flame. But this is just annoying. This is just like, gotta walk all this distance just to get to the goddamn boss room. Oh, I see some summons. Okay. Head of Bengal or Benheart of Jugo. Go both. Because, you know, there's the Throne Watcher and Defender in this boss fight, and then there's Nishandra straight after that. I have to deal with, you know, 2 back-to-back boss fights. I would like some of my companions to take some aggro. Hmm. And I would like these enemies to, you know, get poisoned. This is where they're gonna have poison resistance. Uh. I should probably just start slapping some ankles. Oh. Come on, Benhart. Oh, I thought I was going to roll off the edge there. Okay, you've buffed yourself with lightning now. That's not fun. Okay, Benhart's dead. That's bad. Vengal is just kind of standing there. Okay, well, the defender's dead. Okay, I think trying to bow my way through this fight might be really detrimental. Because I kind of need... Oh, you raised at full health. At least standing on a sword doesn't kill me. Oh. Right. Okay, this might be a failed run. Okay, at least your sword got debuffed. So that's something. You bitch. And now what do you do? Right. Now my sword's at risk because I've been in this fight for so long. Oh, I was kind of hoping to use that so I could keep my humanity. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to just get in there and be incredibly aggressive. Because I think faffing around trying to arrow our way through this fight just fucked up for us. Yeah, we'll put that one on. And we'll put on the Pursuer's Greatsword. We'll do that as well. There we go. We'll wait until we get to the... Okay, good. That does open. Oh. Yeah, because I remember like when I initially played this, we were mostly an int build. So that was kind of the same thing of just like me trying to like back off whilst, my companions were actually fighting the boss. But then I think it meant like I spent too much time like trying to link from a distance. And it was becoming pretty clear in the fight that the bosses seem to have some sort of magic or like, just arrow resistance and potentially poison resistance as well, which sucks because my entire build is magic. Okay, well, I'm being pinged saying there's an ad break coming out, so let me run one of these super quick whilst I'm allowing myself to heal, like, passively regen my health. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Any present I could use. Magic. Wait, we'll put gold pine on there. We'll put a fire one. And then a dark bomb. Okay, let's try this again. I feel like they're gonna have lightning resistance anyway, so maybe putting the lightning on was a bad idea. Gotta find out somehow. Okay, let me emergency that. Don't you dare. No, you don't. I'm not letting you buff your weapon. No chance. Okay, where's Nishandra? Oh, there we go. I don't think I have to fight those two again.
You have proven yourself to me.
I can't remember. You are disgusting. Also, the fact that with how the camera is, the fact that it cuts off half her face. Like, is this shot supposed to be like, oh my god, now? Because also this lighting wise, this reminds me a lot of Evil Within. It reminds me a lot of Evil Within with how the lighting is. Okay, are you... Okay. She does take damage from the bow. Right. Both my besties are dead. You're not with the... Oh. Not right now, settings. Yeah, I think she has poison resistance. That was a lot of damage. Oh, I did not mean to do 3 sips there. Yeah, I played enough Souls games that was reading like an explosion. Come on, you. But I just want your scythe, okay? I mean, I also want your throne, but I mostly want your scythe. Uh. Oh. Oh. Do not kill me. This is gonna kill me. God damn it. Ugh. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this, and then we don't have to. We can take a little bit off and do the DLC another time. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so we are discovering the Chandra seemingly has poison resistance, as do the Throw Watcher and Defender. Ugh. Yeah, resistance to dark and poison. She is weak to lightning. Okay, so we'll take that off, that off. I don't think lightning arrows are a thing in this one. Or at least I don't know how I can get more. Lightning arrow, okay. They're a thing. Oh, they're sold by an NPC in the castle. Oh yeah, the ghost guy. Zeus sells repair powder. What was that? Let's see if we can find him. With that being said, I don't think we have anything to really, you know, use. It'll be fine. I think we just need to be really aggressive against, like, we need to be really aggressive fighting the Throw Watcher and Defender. Yeah, I think we just need to be really aggressive fighting the Throw Watcher and Defender. And then, use our gold pine resin against Nishandra. Okay, we can definitely do this in like 2 or 3 more tries if we don't get it in this next one. Considering we nearly got Nishandra in one. It's just the fact we spent ages having to deal with curse. That was just kind of like shrinking her health the longer we were fighting her. Wait until these guys are actually summoned in. Because I don't... Oh, it is just putting us back up against the Chandra. Okay. Because I wasn't sure if it was going to respawn the other boss fight.
Grave undead.
Oh.
You have proven yourself to me.
It's kind of cool that there's a different cutscene that plays.
Be one with
I'm good. At least, like, you know, my NPC companions will have full health now. Can you not aggro me right now? Look at those. That's almost 2 levels. Oh. Oh. Whoop. There we go. Nice. Solo and Chandra. Let's beat the game. At least it doesn't like end the game. You know, I do at least like respawn back in Magula. Magasi.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again.
Oh. Don't be quiet.
It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
Sorry, it was auto playing Uno. Because I had like a ping saying, "Ooh, Uno's on sale."
Great Sovereign, take your throne.
Yeah. Yippee!
What lies ahead?
Oh no, I look so stupid. I did not wear a sickening enough outfit for this. I look dead inside. Yay! Cool. Can I? I do not think I can skip the cutscene or like the credits, which is fine. Yeah, no. I think we'll wait for the credits to end. We'll wait until to get back into the thingy, and then it'll be us for the day. And then we'll do, because what, we still have 20 hours left, 14 hours left, or like nearly 15 hours left. You know, we'll have a session where we'll like do the extra bosses. Because, you know, we have Vendrick, we have the Ancient Dragon, we've got the 2 rat bosses, and the Chariot. I think are the only optional ones we've missed. So we'll probably have a session where we fight those. Yeah, we'll have a session where we fight those. But now, how quickly we get through those, we'll start on the DLC. No, I think the DLC will take us long enough that it'll take us that full time. Oh yeah, there's Miyazaki. He was the supervisor, but he wasn't like fully involved in this in the, you know, in the same regard that he is in the normal Souls games. Ooh. I'm talking social media whilst I away. Ooh, game credits. Okay, we're still gonna be just sat here for a while. Good lord, how long are these? Hang on, let me try something. I was really hoping pressing the escape key would do something. It didn't, and I'm disappointed now. Mm, mm. What do I have for dinner? We might have a pasta dinner time. Something easy. And no, I'm just talking about food at this point. I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just gonna wait for the credits to finish. Hmm. I'm just really hoping that would be the end. I'm on Dark Souls 2. Any day now. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're on the voice talent. I don't recognize any of these VAs. Is that a good or a bad thing? I think it's a bad thing. Could be a good thing. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, they had a shield design contest for this one. Okay. Okay, we're now back at supervisor. Please don't tell me this is looping now. Please don't tell me the credits have looped. Okay, no, I think we're at the end. Ugh. Oh, From Software, please tell me this is the end of the credits. Yeah, because what we still have. Well, I mean, the longer the credits go on for, the more time it runs. But then I also want this to be done so I can finish stream and go and do some dinner. Oliver Gay. Look. The only queer representation you'll find in these games. Just a character named Gay. Yeah, so we'll do a session at some point. Probably maybe next week at some point. Maybe on Wednesday. Where we do the extra optional bosses. Then do one for the DLC. Hey girl.
Until hope.
Yeah, I guess I look forward to that. Let's go see Grade. See if he has see if I can make Nishandra's thing into a scythe. But I feel like if I remember right, the scythes aren't very good in Souls games. The scythe combat just doesn't feel good. Okay, we can make the spotted whip. The Demon Song Soul. Okay, no, I think I'm gonna have to go see the Birdman. Yeah, so let's go back here. Yeah, let's go back here. And then we'll just wrap there. So yeah, thank you for coming by and saying hi and keeping me company today as we finish off Dark Souls 2. At least like the mandatory stuff of Dark Souls 2. So let me have a couple of conversations before we go. Because the cat I know is interesting.
It seems that we must now part. Why now? I don't see how it should matter. Just because I'm a
Yeah, because I think the cat knows. Yeah.
do great.
Yeah, because the cat knows what's up. Nobody else does. Yeah, and then let me check the basement, because I don't remember... think I don't know if I have one more light to do. Yeah. I just want to talk to the man.
Oh, you've made it. Of course. Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. It seems that it makes me feel... Wait. What am I
Yeah,
doing here?
this
Who are you again? Fate would take these.
yeah, stuff.
It seems that it... Wait, who are you again?
Yeah, because I know doing certain things in the game lights all the flames. Okay, I don't think there are any gloves for him. Oh, your armor's really bad, my dude. Well, like, why are my shoes so pointy? So yeah, this does look like it should be a chest, but it's just a box. Okay, let's head back out here. Switch my armor back to the horrendous armor that we're using. Yeah, that's fine. Here we go. Yeah. We finished Dark Souls 2 again. Yeah, we'll do one for the optional content, or like one session for the optional content, one session for the DLC. Well, no, probably a couple of sessions for the DLC. Depending on how much it makes me want to lose the will to live. And then if we have any time left after that, we might just do a Dark Souls 1 crowd control. Yeah, we might just do Dark Souls 1 crowd control to fill up the extra time. So yeah, thank you for coming by, saying hi, and keep me company for a while. My name is Jeppy. This has been a Jepsen stream. If you haven't already, feel free to drop me a follow. And I shall see everyone next time. And thank you for anyone that watched the VOD. EP. Bye.